These are the last finals of season 12, and we have had a hell of a season. So thank you everybody who has made that possible. From people in the background doing the streams, all of our wonderful casting crew, all of our amazing moderators. It's like we really, really do appreciate everybody for coming out and showing some support. You know, our editors got all of our stuff made, and we can't thank everybody enough.
As a shot comes in toward the box, Finger Gun G's trying to play this out. Wallaby's going to meet Sugar up on the wall. Goes back toward the box. Ryan Austin sweeps it out toward the left-hand side. Sly's going to take over. Big pounding ball against the backboard. Tries to get it toward the goal. Wallaby Gangster makes it nice flip there to get backwards. Wallaby trying to dunk over. Sly puts it back toward the left-hand side. Finger Gun G's got to make a touch here. He beats Atoll to the ball. Wallaby's going to try to make a touch. Actually, Sly gets it off back into the corner. Back up against the back wall. Ryan Austin can't make the touch. Junji takes over. He gets it by one. Following the right-hand wall, gets a bounce down. He's going to try to play this off the back wall. It's pushed out back toward GT. Sugar toward the middle. Ryan Austin gets a nice 50 back toward the middle. Fly pushes it all the way toward the back wall. Atoll's up high for it. Pushes it down toward the box. Finger Guns can't make a touch. Sly's going to try to 50. Ryan Austin plays it out. Sugar takes control. Shot toward the box. Nobody there to shoot. Ball's over Atoll's head. It's deep. It's down. It's a goal. Finger Gun Jesus scores on the sleeper from the third man back there, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, I mean, great booming clear, and it just turns itself into a goal. And then Jesus is able to come in there and clean it up. Ryan Austin with the assist and the great clear that makes that whole entire play happen.
That was really nice patience on the on the Polar Bears side to wait for that and get that ball over the third man. That slide takes this up against the back wall. Wallaby plays it deep back into the blue half. Atoll's going to try to take over, pushes it out toward the right-hand side. Wallaby's going to try to get up, puts it up toward the box. It's on the backboard. Ryan Awesome's tracking it down. Finger Gun Jesus turns on it, gets beat. It's going back toward the backside. Wallaby's got to make a touch here. It's in the box. Slide gets it. Atoll trying to take a touch. It's high. Sugar pushes it back down toward the back wall. Wallaby plays it out toward the left-hand slide. Slide's going to take over, pushes it back toward the box. Finger Gun Jesus pushes it out. Gets a little bit by Atoll. Wallaby's able to 50 with Sugar. Sugar pushes it back the other way down toward the middle. Slide's going to take a shot toward the back wall. High in the air. Slide's up in the air. He's going to try to make a touch. Sugar's going to turn on this on the wall. Wallaby's trying to make a touch. Finger Gun Jesus is able to push it out of the box. Flies up, pushes it deep into the corner. Ryan Austin's going to make a touch, gets a push down the right-hand side. Finger Gun Jesus makes a nice touch. It's right to AWOL. Sugar's got to make a touch, pushes it out toward the right-hand side. These teams are getting at it, man. They're definitely hitting the ball hard and hitting it accurate.
Yeah, definitely seeing a little bit more of a defensive side to things over here for the Bears. But, you know, I mean, it's still really early, or it's about midway through the game now, but they do have the only goal scored so far. So we'll see if they stay defensive and try to fend off this one goal lead, or if they try to expand it by going on the offensive and trying to slot away an insurance goal or so. But the pressure mounting here by Jungle is starting to get to them. I think a booming clear is definitely needed here from the Bear Den to create some sort of space for themselves, because they're just facing shot after shot after shot as another one comes in based off of Sly's shot. I mean, there's just so much pressure coming from the Ocelots and so little leeway giving for the Bear Den people.
Also makes a 50 out to the left-hand side. Finger Gun's going to try to take control of this. Gets it by one, push back into the orange half. Wallaby Gangster's up high, tries to push it down to Finger Jesus. Slide beats him to the ball. It's up toward the right-hand side. Getting pushed down toward the box out in front of the goal. Atoll can't make the touch. Ryan Awesome is a 2v1 here. He's going to try to get it by Sugar. Sugar leaves it for Finger Guns. Finger Guns can't make the touch. Atoll's up in the air. Gangster's got to be patient there. Pushes it out toward the left-hand side. Fly comes in. He's going to 50. He gets beat by Wallaby. Wallaby pushes it all the way down to the blue half. Atoll plays it against the right-hand side. He's going to make a second touch here. Ryan Awesome got to play this clean. Fly's coming in. He's going to actually make a shot high up off the backboard. Sugar comes in, pushes it in. 1-1, 1:19 left. We got a ball game.
Definitely, and what a great pass there by Sugar, or by Sly. I apologize for that, but Sugar's just able to slot it as nobody's really going to be there for the Orange team, and that's going to tie up the game, going to 1-1 in the last couple minutes and seconds here in this game one.
So as it is right now, we got, looks like 8 shots for the Ocelots and 2 for the Polar Bears. It's a 1-1 game, 1 minute left, and yeah, so this is going to be an interesting last minute. Finger Gun.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes a right-hand touch. Trigger 50s him up the wall. He's going to try to make another touch. Can't make it. Sly's got to take over. Ryan Austin's going to 50 this back toward the box. No shot coming in. Sugar's able to put. He gets not a real good touch, not the touch he wanted. As the 50 comes in, Wallaby pushes it back toward the right-hand side. Deep on the back wall, slides by himself. Wallaby's going to push this toward the goal. It's into the box. Finger Gun Jesus is going to take a shot. And it goes in, 2-1, 37 seconds left. Lo-fi. That was a heck of a passing play.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous passing play for the Bear Den. Finger Gun Jesus is really starting to make themselves known as an offensive pressure for the Bear Den. The Polar Bear is definitely relying on him to be able to slot away those shots because he has 2 goals off of 3 shots. So definitely a great shot percentage and something that we had kind of noted over in the stats lines prior to the game.
Ryan Awesome tries to make a touch. Finger Guns up, gets the 50 out, pushes against the back wall. He's going to try to 50 this back up toward the middle. No orange player is going to make a play on his slide. He's going to try to take control in the middle. He gets beat by Ryan Awesome. Goes out to the left-hand side. He may get a 50 and another touch off the wall here. It's going to come back down into Atoll's going to push this deep into the orange half. Slides up. He's going to try to take the shot. He can't hit it. Wallaby's got a 50 this out. Gets it up. Really nice high pinch off the wall. Gets it down. Polar Bears win. 2-1.
Yep, game 1 goes to the Polar Bears and the Bear Den, so definitely a great series game, a great series momentum starter or builder. So definitely kudos to them, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from them.
Yeah, that was a well-played game. Both teams, they definitely put it out there as we're going to have a start or a restart, I guess. Excuse me for the patient. Be patient with the silence, please. So that game was very well played by both teams. The Ocelots had a lot of offensive pressure pushing back against the Bear Den, but the Bear Den was able to absorb all of that pressure and able to push the ball out and get it by them, and they were able to do a really good job doing that. So hats off to the Polar Bears in game 1, and definitely they showed up to play tonight as well. I'm sure the Ocelots have something to say about that. The 2 teams that are playing tonight, they've had great seasons. They've played a lot together, and obviously with Wallaby and Ryan Awesome doing trying to repeat here, they put 2 seasons in together, so that makes for great teamwork, puts everything together. So as we wait on our caster to get back, I think we're going to start right after he pops back in. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? Can I get 1s and 2s in the chat? 1s for Ocelots, 2s for the Polar Bears. Let's see who's going to win this game and who you guys think is going to dominate this game and pull out a victory. As the series is 1-0 Polar Bears at this point. So you wipe the slates clean for the year. Here we go into the playoffs, and now we are at a 1-0 in this series of this 7-game series. So I hope that everything is okay with Lo-Fi, but he's restarting right now. Later on tonight, we're going to see a major matchup. The major teams, both of them teams are killing it this season too, and so I'm just so excited to cast all this Rocket League tonight and have a great time. Excuse me 1 second. Just want to thank again everybody that's in the RSC that makes everything happen behind the scenes. Tuck's doing a really good job back there. I got 2K working with us. He's giving you your maps and running your lobby. So hats off to those guys and everything that they do. I believe we have Lo-Fi back in the booth. Maybe his cat stepped on the computer. We're about to get underway. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
Yes, I do appreciate it. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it could have been the cat, definitely. But kickoff is now underway, and let's get into game number 2.
Ryan Awesome plays this off to the right-hand side. GT is going to take control of it. 50 back into the orange half. Wallaby's got to try to make a touch here. Goes out toward the dangerous toward the box. Finger guns. Jesus tries to make a read. Slide's able to beat him back into the corner. He's going to get another touch here out toward the middle. Atol's going to go up. He's going to beat Finger gun. Jesus, you got to get there. Race to it. Pushes out to the left-hand side. GT's just waiting on it. Pushes it out toward the middle. Atol can't make a touch. Wallaby's up. He's going to make a touch toward the middle. Passes it right to Slide. Slide pushes up off the backboard. He's going to try to hit the double here. Double coming in. Here comes GT Sugar. Gets 50'd out. Finger gun Jesus played very well defensively positioned there. Ball goes up toward the middle. Ryan Awesome's going to try to make another touch. Finger gun GT puts it down toward the box. Slide's got to make an interesting touch. No orange team there to put it in. It's pretty much the same thing between both these teams. I don't think either one of them want to overcommit Lo-Fi, and they're both playing well, so it's going to be a low-scoring game, I believe.
They definitely seem to be playing on the safer side, but a shot is about to come on, and it does, but Finger Gun Jesus is able to get that save out. But yeah, definitely playing really more defensively minded here, as we have seen throughout the first minute, and maybe that shapes up to be different throughout the game, and you know, we just gotta wait and see. But definitely more defensive, definitely a little bit more passive here than what we were seeing in the first game.
Ryan also makes a touch out toward the right-hand side. Sugar tries to go for the demo. Atol puts it up toward the box. 8 Sugar's up, gets it by him. Down in and in. 1-0, 3:32 left, Lo-Fi.
A great little pass here from Atol as it just goes off the corner. Weird bounce, getting Sugar a great position here at the slot, and he's able to slot away that goal, making it 1-0 in this game with 3 minutes and 32 seconds into the second kickoff.
Diagonal kickoff. Finger gun Jesus loses it into the orange half. Ryan Awesome's able to make a touch out to the right-hand side. Tries to 50. Wallaby Gangster's going to push it out toward the right-hand side. Slide comes in, pushes it up, dumps it into the back wall. Tries to get a cheeky touch over. Finger gun Jesus. He's able to make a touch. Ryan Awesome's got to push this out to the corner. He's going to have to 50 Sugar here. Atol takes over, pushes it off the wall. Wallaby's able to 50 this down into the blue half. Out toward the middle. Finger gun Jesus can't make a straight-on direct touch. Sugar's nobody back. And it's going to go in 2-0, 3:03. That was a heck of a demo and a timely shot there by GT Sugar.
I love the offensive plays that we were seeing out of this jungle squad. You know, it's just like those bumps, those extra demos, those extra touches that they're taking. They're definitely all making a difference here as they do find themselves up 2-0 with 3 minutes left to play.
Straight off kickoff. Ball comes out to the left-hand side. Ryan Awesome's going to beat him to it. Push it off the back wall. Atol's going to make a touch out toward the left-hand side. Finger gun Jesus pushes it up off the ceiling. Ball's coming back down into the orange half. Ryan Awesome, last man. Gangster's going to try to follow this up. Can't quite get up to it. Atol pushes it off the right-hand side. Slides up. Pushes it out toward the middle. Ryan Awesome takes over. Atol pushes it back into the orange half. Wallaby pushes it out toward the left-hand side. Tries to make another touch. Playing small ball here. Atol's going to take a shot toward it. He's going to rip one toward the back wall. Ryan also able to play this off to the left-hand side. What a weird bounce out toward the middle. Finger Gun Jesus is able to get this over Sugar. As a demo comes in by Sly. Wallaby's going to try to 50 this into the box. Gets pushed out toward the left-hand side. Atol gets beat by Awesome. Sly puts it off the right-hand wall. Finger Guns can't make a touch. Atol with a small touch. Nice 50 coming in. Ball comes back toward the box. Ryan Awesome's got to make a touch. Makes a nice touch and bump. Nobody's able to take control. Wallaby's got a 1v2. All 3 blue are back. Man, this is an intense game. You can just feel the tension in this game, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, and noticeably so. A very different style of gameplay coming out here from the jungle squad. As compared to the first game, you know, they definitely seem to be capitalizing a little bit more off of these counterattacks and off of these 50s that you're able to get from the Bear Den and from the Polar Bears. So hopefully this pressure continues for them and they're able to mount it a little bit better. But, you know, on the other side of things, Finger Gun Jesus, he's able to make all sorts of different offensive plays, solo or passing. So, you know, any one of these players are liable to pop off. It's just a matter of when at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wallaby couldn't make that read there. Atol's going to take control. Let's push it down into the orange half. Finger Guns Jesus can't make the touch there as Ryan Awesome comes up, throws it against the left-hand wall. He's going to try to get a 50 over Sugar. Sly's going to take over. He's going to punch his back up high in the air. Wallaby's going to beat him there. Nice 50 in the middle. Atol, he almost got it by Finger Guns Jesus. That was very dangerous. Ball's coming down on the right-hand side. Atol's going to take control of this, take a shot toward the goal. It's up toward high off the backboard. Sly tries to push it back into the half. We got a 3v2 coming up. Down the left-hand side, Atol's going to make a touch off the back wall. Finger Gun Jesus puts it down into the box. Trigger's able to play it out. Jesus can't make the touch. Ryan also gets beat by Wallaby Gangster. There's nobody back. Atol's just got to push this toward the middle. He can't quite make the touch. Gets it down into the box. Makes an extra touch off the back wall. Slide's going to have to try to corral this. Push it up against the right-hand wall. He gets bumped. Ball goes toward the box. He's still got some boost. Finger Guns is able to play this out. Ryan Nelson gets beat down toward the box. Atol comes in. He's able to put it in. 3-0. They're just causing so much hectic, so much chaos down in there. The orange teams can't keep up with it. And unfortunately, it's 3-0, 15 seconds left. Or fortunately for the Ocelots, as they went up 3-0 with 15 seconds left. Lo-Fi.
Yeah, all players on the Ocelots definitely contributing to this win here, as I do believe that they will win it with 15 seconds left. You know, you got to make something happen. It's miracle territory here for the Polar Bears. But yeah, you got 2 goals coming out of Sugar. You got assists across the board for all players. You know, you got Sly playing a little bit more defensively. But yeah, I mean, as this one winds down and we break down this past game a little bit more, they're going to keep it up for a little bit of extracurriculars. But breaking down this game a little bit more, you know, it seems like you had a titan out of the Ocelots and in their offense and in their just presence on the field in general, you know, in the midfield on defense. And then you had somebody who had come out strong initially, but kind of dialed it back in from the Polar Bears. So hopefully we see things shape up a little bit differently here going into the next game. But I mean, Sugar, 444 score, MVP of that game, well deserved. But looking at the shots to saves, you know, you have 1 shot coming from the Polar Bears, and you have 1 save for that shot accounted for on the Ocelots side of the pitch. But something's got to give here.
Yeah, I think that the Polar Bears need to work on their team clears a little bit. Maybe get a guy out there, get a nice sweeping clear out toward the right-hand side up on the wall and have a guy waiting on it. Punch it deep down in the blue half and actually put some pressure on them because they weren't able to put any pressure on them in that game, which caused a lot of defensive rotational errors on the Polar Bears' part, which ends up being tightening up and communicating a little bit better on the defensive end, and I think they'll come out fine in the next one. Series is tied up 1-1 going into game 3, 3-0 on this one. I believe that the Polar Bears will bounce back and do what they need to do to create another win for themselves. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, and this series is shaping up exactly like we were predicting and exactly what everybody is hoping for, and that is those like back and forth games. You know, one team will take one game, the next game it's completely flipped the script, and the other team's going to take that next one. So hopefully this goes into a 6-game, 7-game series. But I mean, already we are seeing great Rocket League play that out of both teams.
Absolutely, we're coming out of the diagonal here. Sugar against Awesome. Awesome wins the 50 out to the right into the blue half as it's pushed back into the orange. Wallaby goes up with all that boost. Finger Gun's going to try to make a touch here. He beats Sly. He's got a 1v1 against Sugar. Sugar's able to push this back to the middle. He gets another touch on it. Ryan's up. It's a cheeky touchdown to the right-hand side. No boost left in his tank, though. Ball's coming around. Got a demo coming in. Ryan Awesome's able to make the touch. Wallaby's up. He's able to get this out cleared. Sly's going to try to push this back toward the middle. Ryan Awesome plays it up toward the wall. That's that clear game I was talking about. Wallaby was just out of boost there. Finger Gun's stuck on the back wall. He's actually almost had a play there. Ryan Awesome's trying to make a touch. Gets it deep out into the right hand. Wallaby quick ups, pushes it back towards Slides into the blue half. He gets another touch out toward the right hand side with a demo coming through. Finger Gun Jesus can't make the touch. Ryan Awesome pushes it up against the right hand wall. Gets another touch. He's looking to push this down toward the middle. Kind of confusion for the blue team right now. All 3 guys in one corner. GT pushes it out. Gangster's going to try to 50 him. Atol's up high. Ryan Awesome's got to try to beat him. It's going to go off the back wall. Sugar's going to try to take a shot here. Finger Gun G's able to slide in there and take that ball away from him. Ball comes back toward the box. Wallaby's going to make a nice touch up the left-hand side. Flies can't make the touch to push it back down. Demo comes in. Heavy demo. Ryan Awesome's high in the air. Gets it pushed down toward the middle. Sugar's got to try to make a low boost touch. Finger Gun G's on the wall. He's going to push it. This is part of the pressure that they needed, Lo-Fi. They needed to at least apply some pressure, let them know they're there so they just can't do what they want to do offensively. As Wallaby makes a scary touch up toward the middle into the box. Ryan Awesome's going to try to get up to this, push it out to the right-hand side. Lo-Fi, these guys are getting at it, man. This is a good game. 3 minutes left.
Yeah, very back and forth so far, and I'm loving it. I'm loving how the Bear Den have adapted and the Polar Bears have adapted to really become this more of an offensive pressure. You know, they were trying to figure out what was wrong with their previous equation and trying to figure things out and plugging things in, and now it seems to be shaping up and working for them, as they have been seeing a lot more on the opposite side of the field. You know, a lot of offense now being generated as opposed to their last showing in game 2. So it's just a matter of when the next goal is scored, and it could be either team at this point because they are just back and forth and fighting tooth and nail for it. And you really love to see it out of these two teams.
That was a really nice 50 out toward the middle there. He's going to try to get it past Atoll. Finger guns Jesus up, gets a nice demo coming in. Wallaby high in the air, and he scores the goal. 2:34 left. Bared in on the climb.
Wallaby, what a pass. And then to follow it up, I mean, finger gun Jesus was over there and gets the demo. So just a well-rounded play there out of the pen. And Polar Bears, that's a great play to set the pace for the rest of the game. You're up 1-0 now, and you have over half a game left to play. So don't get comfortable. Try to get an insurance goal. Do what you got to do to stay on top, because right now you do find yourselves in the lead, and you do find yourselves tied in this series. So anything goes in this game to get you the lead in this series, and you guys are playing well, like much better than we had previously seen, and I'm all for it.
Ryan Awesome pushes it out deep into the blue half. Finger guns makes a nice 50, goes up toward the middle. Gully Gangsters up. Can he get this touch? Makes it out toward the left-hand side for the blue. Atoll's going to take over. Can't make the touch. Going to actually corral that. Finger gun Jesus tries to make a 50 in the middle. Just pass Ryan Awesome. GT puts it good, and a goal goes in. Excellent mechanics. Excellent shot. 1-1. 1:55 left. We got a lot of ball game, Lo-Fi.
Just a little bit too much space giving to Sugar there, and then Sugar is able to get that pass over to Atoll, and Atoll slotting it down in the bottom left corner where no defenseman can go and get after it. But that ties the game up at 1, just like the series is tied up at 1. And again, these are these tight-knit games, these back-and-forth battle of attrition games that I love to come in and cast because they're so interesting, and anybody is liable to pop off. Anybody is able to take away a heroic save or a great shot or anything from these two games and be like, yeah, I did that. I helped in this way. This is me. You can see it on RSC Season 12. You know, that's me, you know.
Ball comes back down to the middle. Wallaby's going to be able to corral us, push it over the back wall. Sly's going to try to make a touch. Gets a nice touch out toward the right-hand side. Finger gun Jesus is going to come in, try to make a 50. Comes back toward, there's just no orange guy there to shoot right now, as they did what they don't need to happen. They got caught out, but they were able to save by the post. Ball comes in. Ryan Olsen's going to try to make a touch out toward, here comes Sugar. Got a little real estate, gets it by 1 in the goal. 2-1, 1:04 left. That demo was crucial right there, Lo-Fi.
Yep, again, another great, outstanding offensive pressuring play here from the Ocelots. You know, we talk about getting those extra touches and those extra bumps and demos, and the Ocelots are just able to come through time and time again and get those extra bumps and demos, and that's why they find themselves up in this game, and that's what helped them slot away that last goal.
All pushes it toward the back side with a nice double touch on the back wall. 3-1, 57 seconds left. Somebody woke up the Giant.
Yeah, Atoll definitely just being a powerhouse here. You know, you get the pass off of Sugar from earlier, and then now he's slotting away solo goals. So 2 goals accredited to him so far. We'll see what happens as we wind down this game with the final minute.
Finger gun Jesus pushed against the back wall. Sugar makes a touch out to the right-hand side. Ryan also going to try to make a touch toward the goal. It goes toward the goal. Here it is, 3-2, 48 seconds left. These boys don't know how to play defense. It's all offense tonight in this one.
Goal after goal after goal being scored here. Both teams wanting to just come out on top, and reasonably so. But I wouldn't say that it's all offense here. As you do look down at the Polar Bears, they do have 4 saves accredited for. So definitely not all offense, but a lot of the offense outshining the defense here.
Correct, definitely, absolutely. Finger gun Jesus tries to push it down in the corner. Atoll gets 50, goes back dangerously toward the orange goal. You know, Finger gun Jesus was able to get back and make that touch. Now he gets a nice push back down to blue half. 29 seconds left. Atoll on the back wall. Push it out toward the left-hand side. Ryan's going to meet him, trying to meet him for a 50. Wallaby trying to be Sly. Sly is able to get it pushed all the way back toward the orange side. Atoll tries to make a bump on Finger Jesus, and he gets it. Slides up, kind of crazy in the air. Ryan Awesome's able to make a touch. Wallaby's 50 back into the orange half on the back wall is Finger Jesus. Tries to put it out. 10 seconds left. Can he get to it? Sly pushes it back toward the orange half. Goes back into the corner. Got to go full core here. Gets it pushed up. Can we make another touch? Wallaby's able to put it up, and it's down. Ocelots win 3-2. Well played by both teams. Man, that was just exciting to watch. All that offense was just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like goal after goal after goal. You know, you have 5 goals coming out of that game, 3 for the Ocelots and 2 for the Polar Bears, like you had mentioned. And we have a bunch of shots again coming from the Ocelots. The Ocelots have amounted a 11-shot game across all 3 players. And you look over at the saves, you only find 4 saves accredited for. So some of them missing the mark, but those that mattered went in, and that's why they find themselves up 3-2 here. Uh, and realistically, like these still are very close games. You know, 1 goal, 2 goal games, and this is what we want and what we expect out of a finals from any tier, and they're just living up to it. You know, Polar Bears, Ocelots, well fought so far, but you still have a lot of Rocket League left to play.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's the finals are always about inches, and you know that one mistake, or yeah, and that's what happens, and that's what costs you the game. So holding the mistakes down to a minimal, which both teams have. Both teams are coming out firing on all cylinders. So I mean, this is just so exciting to watch. As the ball comes back down toward the middle, Wallaby tries to make a touch. Sugar puts it up, gets out toward the middle. Atol's going to try to take control of it, leaves it for nobody. Demo comes in. Wallaby's up on the wall. He's going to try to make a touchdown toward the middle. Nobody there to take it. Slide's just going to have a free real estate. Pushes up against the back wall. He's going to go for the double here, as I think Gangsta bumped him. Atol trying to make a 50 himself. Wallaby on the back post. Wow, that was interesting. What a pinch. Finger gun Jesus gets it pushed up toward the middle. Ryan and Austin can't make a touch on a slide. Pushes it out toward the left-hand side. Wallaby tries to beat Atol. Gets smoked down to the left-hand side. Gets pushed out to the left-hand side. Now Ryan Austin's going to try to make a touch. Sugar puts this against the back wall again. The offensive pressure from the Ocelots is just ridiculous right now, and I believe that Bear Den is really feeling the pressure. So, Lo-Fi, what do you think they need to do to create opportunities for themselves to score?
Yeah, I mean, do exactly what they just did right there. Is just start passing. Those infield passes are lethal for any team to go up against. And Finger Gun Jesus and Ryan Awesome Wallaby, they need to get these passes into each other in the infield to get the man in the slot ready to be able to shoot the ball and have that person available to be in the slot to shoot that ball. It's going to be crucial for this team. You know, create a passing play. Don't go always just solo for it, and be less predictable about things in your offense, and you're going to be able to shape up to be a much better, intimidating team when it comes to offense. Not saying that you're not, but it's definitely going to start amounting, and the pressure is going to start to break down this squad over here on the Ocelot side of things. But Ryan Awesome and Wallaby are both fighting for back-to-back championships. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So they have been here before. They understand the pressure. So it's just a matter of when things are going to give for these guys, and when they're going to be able to allow that previous experience and that veteran experience come into play. As a great shot comes on, and it just goes crossbar down, somebody's got to be able to
Oh,
clean it up, and there Ryan Awesome is to clean it up. Just like we said, we had a play come out of Wallaby and Ryan. They're definitely hungry for these wins, and they're definitely hungry for these goals as that last one comes in.
yeah, that thing sat there for an eternity. It felt like 3 minutes left, 1-0. Ocelots up 2-1 in the series, and here we go. Ryan Awesome, Atol. Ryan Awesome wins with 50. Comes back, pushed back deep into the orange half. All he's got to make a touch out to the right hand side. Sly can't make the touch. Sugar's able to clean it up. Gets pushed down toward the box. A little bit of confusion there coming out of the orange team as Ryan gets this almost by the defender. Wallaby's up in the air. He's going to try to make another touch. Can't quite get to it. GT Sugar pushes this out. It's up against the back wall. Finger Gun G's going to try to make a touch. Gets this out toward the middle. Atol's going to try to take control. Push it out toward the left-hand side. He's going to get another double touch there. Seen him do that a couple times now. As the ball comes in, Finger Guns able to play this away. Wallaby's able to play it off his own post. Comes back in. Wallaby again out of the good goal. Holy smokes, Lo-Fi. 1-0. 2:15 left. That was a ridiculous save.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I can't even speak. It was so crazy. That's exactly what we're expecting to see out of these teams. As they are finalists, but I mean, goodness, they are putting on a show for us. And I'm here for every minute of it. You know, I'm watching these plays happen. I'm watching them unfold, and shot after shot after shot coming on, and
Oh boy,
save
this is
after
bad.
save coming on. It's what we're expecting out of a finalist team, and these guys are performing to that level and then some. So I'm loving the gameplay that we're seeing as a goal comes in from Wallaby, as he's able to just get a slight touch over the defender, I believe, and Ryan Awesome is going to be able to be accredited with that assist here, and just well-rounded plays coming from the Bear Den, and good passing plays like we were discussing earlier coming from the Polar Bear squad now, and that's what was amounting this lead.
Yeah, Ryan also made a really nice touch over there. Wallaby was able to get up and make that little bumper touch up over the defender and put it down, and that was just really nice. 2-0, 1:30 left. Wallaby's going to take control off the right-hand side. Gets it down toward the box, comes deep in. Sugar's not able to make the touch. Ryan also going to push this back up against the back wall. More pressure coming in. Finger Guns is going to try to race slide to this ball. Slide's able to push it back toward the box. Wallaby's up. Kind of pre-jumped that. Ball coming in. Slides out there in front. Wallaby's going to get it by him. Pushes it off the back wall. It's close. Finger Guns G is able to take a shot up off the backboard. Ryan Awesome, third man. He's wheel locked right now. Wallaby pushes it back down. Nice. There's really nice pressure coming in from this Polar Bears team. I mean, they're doing what they need to do to win this ball game. With a minute left, 2-0. I think they turned it around for this ball game at least.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody has a stream on and they are listening in to us because they are getting great counterattack passes out to each other. They are getting just great infield passes out to each other, and they find themselves up because of it. But a great shot from Sly and an even better save because Wallaby Gangsta is able to get that one out somehow as it was halfway in his net. But here they are on the counterattack again, and they are a dangerous team when things are clicking and their offense is working. And these counterattack passes are finding themselves, and the outlet passes are finding teammates to be able to slot away these goals as we find ourselves late into this last game.
Ball comes down toward the middle. Ryan's not quite able to make a touch. Wallaby's able to corral it back. He's going to try to 58 tall. It goes down toward the middle. Slides up high. He's going to go off the backboard. He's got to come in and make a save. And he does. He pushes it out to the left-hand side. He's got another touch going deep out of the blue half. 4 seconds left. Atoll up toward the right-hand side. He's going to try to push this down toward the middle. Slide's going to try to get to it. Ryan's able to play it down. Very well played, Polar Bears. 2-2 in the series. That was a heck of a ball game, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, I mean, again, that back and forth that we're expecting from these finalists. I mean, hell of a game played by everybody, but I mean, Polar Bears just wanted it more in that one, or at least it appeared to be on the stat line. If you look, you have 7 saves coming from the Polar Bears, so it's not just offense or defense that is outshining one another. They are able to be playing on both sides of the field. As you see, Wallaby Gangster has 1 goal, 1 assist, and 3 saves, earning himself that MVP title here for this game 4. And it's just, this is the type of Rocket League that we are getting so used to seeing, is these tight games in these finals, and we're quite honestly getting spoiled with it because these are such good games to watch.
Absolutely, man. These two teams are going at it right now. 2-2 series, best of 7. So right now it's a best of 3 in reality. Ocelots, Polar Bears, getting ready to get down into it, and what an exciting game that was. And I hope this one just brings the same. So hats off to both teams so far. Excellent Rocket League, fellas. As we're going to start in a diagonal, Atoll versus Wallaby Gangsta. We are waiting for the countdown. Engines are revving, and here we go. Wallaby's able to push this out to the blue half. Sugar's not quite able to make the touch he wants to take. Push it out to the right-hand side. Ryan Awesome's there to meet him. Slide's going to push this down to the half. Fingers and Jesus reads it well. Gets it over Sugar. Ball coming up. Very dangerous. Wallaby's able to get a touch. Push it back into the blue half. Slide tries to push this up. He gets it over Ryan Awesome. He wanted that 100 boost. Shot comes in. Goes off the wall. Wallaby's going to not be able to make a touch, but Finger Gun G's there to clean it up. Back toward the back wall, and it's in! Catches the blue team out, 1-0, 4:32 left. Finger Guns Jesus is on fire.
I think it's an unfortunate miscalculation on the defensive part here from the Ocelots, as that one's able to just find itself off the post and in, and with a defender having a very hard time able to get back to that one. So no discredit to the defense there, as that is just a really well-placed clear that finds itself into the back of the net and off the post and in.
Atoll makes the touch out toward the middle. Sugar's going to try to corral this on the right-hand wall. Pushes it out high. Finger Gun Jesus tries to get up. Slide's able to make the touch. Pushes it off the back wall. He's going to get a double touch. Ryan Awesome reads it. Pushes it out toward the left-hand side. Gets a touch out toward the middle. Going backside. Going to try to make another touch. 50'd out. Wallaby's able to play this out toward the right-hand side. He's trying to get to it. Finger Gun Jesus with a 50 in the middle. Wallaby can't make the quite make the touch there. Atoll pushes it up the right-hand side. Ryan Awesome's back. He's just waiting on it. Ball coming out. That would have been an interesting pass right there. It was a really nice try by Finger Guns Jesus, doing what he needs to do to get by this blue team. Ball gets pushed back into the blue half. Finger Guns Jesus can't quite make the 50, but he had an open goal. Ryan Awesome's able to make that nice 50 in the middle. He's going to try to make another touch here. Slides up early. Wallaby's able to play this out dangerously toward the box. Atoll comes in. Demo comes through. Atoll puts it in. 1-1, 3:37 left. Lo-fi.
Ocelots, again, with these extra little touch plays here. You know, you have Sly going in for the demo so that no defender here from the Polar Bears has even the slightest chance of saving that one. And we find ourselves tied because the demo and the goal and everything was just so clean and crisp and it looks so nice. And now we're tied at 1.
A little bit of cheat communication there. Finger Gun Gene tries to make a touch. Goes dangerous back down toward the box. Sly is going to have to make a touch toward the box. Atoll plays off to the left-hand side. GT Sugar races to it. Finger Guns picks up the 100. He's going to chase this down. Slides able to make a touchdown. Sugar's got to make a power slide stop. Gets it up against the back wall. He's going to try to carry off the ceiling. Atoll's up early. Gets it up off the ceiling. Slide's going to try to make a touch here. Finger Gun Jesus tries to make a touch. Ryan Awesome all alone back in the box. Gets it pushed out, 50 down into the left-hand side. Wallaby's going to pick up the 100 and try to chase it down. DTG is going to make a touch. Ryan Awesome pushes it in. Gets it back toward the box. Can't make a touch. Finger Gun Jesus is able to get it. Almost a demo come through. That would have been really dangerous. Sly makes a touch right by him. Wallaby puts it up over. Atoll plays it back down into the middle. He doesn't get another touch on it. Finger Gun Jesus has an open goal right here. Ooh, Sly is able to get back, make a touch toward the left-hand side. He's going to try to take control, push it toward the box. Atoll's able to get out toward the left-hand side. Lo-Fi, these boys are just getting at it, man. The intensity has raised another level from the earlier game that I mentioned intensity, and you can feel it.
Oh, definitely. And I cannot put one team over the other. You know, the second that I start to praise one team for being good and playing well and playing soundly, the other ones here is going to show up and be like, hey, look at what I can do. You know, we're still here. We're still in it. Don't count us out. We're here for a reason. We're going to play our best Rocket League or play Rocket League to our fullest ability. And just, I can't put one team over the other because of it. And it's just, I would love the back and forthness to it as a great goal comes in from Atoll, passed by Sugar. And now we have ourselves a 2-1 game in favor of the Ocelots.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 3 seconds left. Finger Guns just quite wasn't able to make the touch for the 50 there. And he was able to slot it down. I just wanted to point out, you know, the Polar Bears are at 1 shot again, as well as the Ocelots are at 4. So the Polar Bears need to get that shot count back up there to where, 6 or 8, get a couple more goals, and maybe they can do it. But actually, the Ocelots are doing what they need to do in this game to win. So they've got the Bear Den on their heels right now. It is tied up series 2-2. So as the ball comes in, it's going to go in 3-1. Unfortunately, for the Polar Bears, they weren't able to make the stop, and the Ocelots go up 3-1.
Now it's time to get something moving here if you're on the Polar Bears side of things, because you do find yourself down a 2-goal deficit here late into this game 5. We've got just under 2 minutes of game left to play. You're down 2 goals. Make something happen. Get offensive, like Strut is mentioning. You still only have 1 shot accredited for your entire squad. So make things happen for yourselves. Make the other team play around you. Get in their face. Make these offensive challenges in the midfield, and just really start to hone in and adapt to your ability to play against this Ocelot squad, because the Ocelots seem to be so well-rounded when it comes to just defense and offense, and not overcommitting or undercommitting. They just seem to be sound, and that's kind of what we expect out of these finalist teams. But I can only say that so often before things start to amount and the pressure starts to get to these players. But something's got to give here if you're Polar Bears side of things.
Wallaby Gangster gets a really nice touch over Sly. He's able to play it out toward the left-hand side. He's up on the back wall, 50 out into the middle. Goes off the right-hand wall. Now Finger Dungy's there to meet Atoll. Shot coming in. Ryan Austin gets 50. Sugar's out. It's a 1v1 situation. Wallaby's able to play this to the right-hand side. Touch coming in. Ball goes back out to the right-hand side. Same corner. Finger Dungy's. Ooh, he would have had a nice beat there. Ryan Austin gets it up toward the middle. Sugar's backwards. Finger Dungy's made a touch that Wallaby wished he probably didn't make. Goes up toward the backhand wall. Atoll's going to play this out. Sugar's going to try to make a chain touch here to the left-hand corner. Finger and G can't quite make the touch. Wallaby puts it out to the right-hand side. He's going to try to make another touch here. Fly 50s it back into the corner. Ryan Awesome up. Sugar tries to read his touch. Can't quite make the touch. Finger Jesus puts it out. He's going to try to make a touch over there. Ryan Awesome's able to play this in the left-hand corner. He's going to try to 50 Sugar. Sugar's going to meet with the Finger gun. Jesus goes hop high into the air, go toward the box. Atoll's able to play this off the roof. Ryan Awesome plays it back into the corner. Sly makes a touch. Small ball killing the clock at this point. 3-1, 0-0. Ocelots win. Go up in the series 3-2. What does the Bear Den have to do, Wallaby? Or excuse me, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, I mean, and no worries about the whole name mix-up. I get the names mixed up all the time here. So I totally get you there, but definitely, polar bears got to get something going here for yourselves on offense. You only have one shot through the entire 5 minute period. Now, granted, a goal did become of that shot, but if you're able to get one shot for or one goal for each shot that you're able to take on, like we have been seeing, maybe about 40-ish% so far in their goals to shot ratio. You got to be piling on these shots. You got to be more offensive here, because you can't just roll over and concede a whole bunch of goals and a whole bunch of shots, because eventually they are going to slip through. As you do see 7 shots coming from the Ocelots, 3 of those shots have resulted in goals. So if you flip things around, you do the same exact thing on the opposite side of the field going into game 6. You might find yourselves in a much better situation throughout the entirety of that game.
Yeah, that game was well played by both teams. Polar bears are, they're clawing, they are fighting very, very hard. Ocelots are doing everything they need to do, and they've done all season long. Um, it comes down to it's going to be a battle of attrition these last 2 games. I think that the polar bears will step up and possibly bring us a game 7. Um, yeah, these two teams are just leaving it all on the field, and that's where it needs to stay. So, hats off to both teams at this point. Diagonal kickoff coming in. Sly versus Finger Guns Jesus. Or Atoll is actually going to take the kick. He tries to cheat up the left-hand side. Sly's able to make a touch. Try a little kickoff strategy there. GT tries to make a shot. Comes back into the corner. Atoll's going to try to corral this. Gets it up toward the middle. Nobody's able to make a touch. Goes off the left-hand side. Ryan Awesome's met by GT Sugar. Nobody can make a touch from the orange team. He's going to try to corral this. He does get it up the right-hand wall. Wallaby Gangster waiting out by the 100 boost. Waiting for Atoll to clear it out to him. He's waiting. He's back. Fly's going to get a touchdown into the corner. Makes a touch out toward the box. Very dangerous. He's going to try to take control of this. Ryan Awesome tries to take control. He's got an open net down here. 1v1 situation. GTG couldn't quite make the touch. Gets a touch up into the corner. Wallaby's going to pound this off the back wall. Tries to get around one. 50 out toward the box. Ball into the right-hand corner. Very dangerous. Ryan Awesome makes a nice flick touch out toward the right-hand side. Atoll's able to take control of this. Got lots of boost coming down toward the middle. Ball's wrapped up in the left-hand orange corner. Finger Gun Jesus comes down, makes a touch down toward the middle. Golden Gazer can't quite make the touch. I seen the shot coming in, but he wasn't able to get to it. Finger Guns Jesus off the back wall, tries to get a bump. Ball's out toward the middle. Ryan Awesome pounds this down into the left-hand corner. Gets a nice 50 back toward the box. Wallaby Gangster's going to try to make a touch. Gets another 50 back toward the box. Tries to get a touch out. Finger Gun Jesus waiting. Gets 50 by Sugar. Ryan Awesome's up. Sly may beat him to this. Down toward the box. Atoll off the back wall. G Sugar couldn't quite make the touch. He corrals it. Ryan Awesome puts it back down to the blue half. Sly makes a touch. Finger Gun Jesus, Sly 50. Sly wins at 50, comes down the left-hand side. G Sugar tries to make a touch off of it. Atoll's got to try to take control of this left side. It's a lot of 50 mid gameplay right here. This is what we haven't seen the whole series, so that's interesting to see, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, they're not so much fighting in their own ends anymore. They're definitely bringing it back out to the midfield. A great play over there by Wallaby Gangsta. I believe there might have been a bump on that play too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, Bearden, congrats on coming out on top and using your offensive ability in your favor. There was a bump on that play. I believe that was Ryan Awesome taking out one of those players and making something happen for them like they hadn't been in that last game. So because of that, you do find yourselves one up, and you do find or up by one with 3 minutes left to play here as another shot opportunity comes on by Wallaby, and it's going to go in, and now you're up by 2. And this is the offense that we were talking about, and we were trying to persuade our audience of what needs to happen for this Polar Bear squad. And they, again, it's like they heard us and they're flipping the script on us once again.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about that play a little bit ago. It looked like a little pick and roll with the old Magic Johnson Worthy days, but you guys probably weren't even born then. Ryan Awesome's going to play this out. Ball goes in dangerously toward the goal. Finger Gun Jesus is going to try to make a touch, gets a nice 50. Wallaby's going to make a touch here, pushes it down toward 2 Sugars. He's going to try to make another touch. Finger Gun Jesus steps in. Ball coming high. Sugar tries to make a touch off the wall. Ryan Awesome's going to play this out high off the ceiling. Slide corrals it, pushes back toward the box. Wallaby Gangster's trying to chase this down. Gets a touch down toward the left-hand side. Sugar's able to play this away. Finger Gun Jesus tries to make a 50 with him. Ryan Awesome, third man, can't get B here. Goes down toward the back wall. Wallaby Gangster's got to try to get up. Makes a nice save. Sly's able to double that off the back wall and put it in. Really nice shot, Sly. Well done. 1-0, 2:11 left, Lo-Fi.
Yep, Sly coming in and he's just placing these shots perfectly to get around the defenders, and now they find themselves cutting the lead of the Polar Bears in half. So Ocelots are definitely still in this game, with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left of the game. Oh, I can't even speak. Still left to play in this game. It's ultimately going to be coming down to who's playing with who better. You know, which team is going to be able to pop off and be able to make these plays as Sly gets a second goal here. Now we have a tie ball game with just under 2 minutes left. You know, again, another battle of attrition game that we were talking about earlier, and that we're still going to preach and we're still going to drive home to you guys. And I'm hoping that you are loving this gameplay as much as I am, because I am here for every second of it.
Wallaby plays it out to the left-hand side. Finger Jesus tries to make a touch. Ryan Awesome, third man, is able to, that was a dangerous touch. Wallaby's waiting on it back there. He's third man at this point. Gonna not quite make the touch. Ball goes up dangerously in front. Finger Jesus is gonna try to make a touch. Gonna try to make a second touch. He's able to get it over Sugar. Atol's gonna take control of this midfield. Wallaby Gangster with a 50. Slides high up in the air, pushes it out toward the left-hand side. Ryan Awesome's able to make a touch. A nice cheeky touch over the middle. And it goes in. Wallaby, what a touch. 3-2, 125 left, low five. That was an amazing touch by Wallaby.
Wallaby Gangsta has themselves a hat trick. Everybody throw your hats into the field. This is 3 goals for Wallaby now at this point. Verden coming on top here in this game. A little bit late into this game, but still a minute and a half left or so to play in this game. So anything can happen here. You know, Ocelots have been playing well offensively, so they can still slot away that tiebreaker goal. A great clear goes down to the rest of the field as the Polar Bears go and chase it. Wallaby's unable to make their touch, but disaster comes in. Oh, it's still high. It's still high. Oh, my goodness. I can't even speak. I can't get my head around this as to what offensive pressure the Bear Den have been able to mount in this late half of the game.
Wallaby's going to 50 with Sugar. Sugar pushes it out to the right-hand side. Slide's going to take over. Gets 50 by Finger Jesus. Back into the blue half. Atol makes a touch. Nobody from Orange is there to stop him. Slide's going to make a touch toward the goal. It was just a late challenge right there. Slide needed, or excuse me, Wallaby needed to get out there in the box, and or Ryan. Yeah, it was Ryan needed to get out there and make a challenge early on that and wasn't able to do it. As Finger Jesus couldn't push it out. 3-3, 40 seconds left. 46 seconds left, low fi. This game is a barn burner right here.
Yep, and reasonably slow because you have one team that is wanting to take away the championship because of this game, the other trying to force that game 7. So neither team is wanting to give an inch here, and you find these tie games so much more interesting to watch when so much more pressure is on the line and so much more is at stake with the championship or with that forced game 7. And you get opportunities like this as Atol slots away the go-ahead goal for the Ocelots here. It is now 4-3 with 30 seconds left. The Bear Den have to answer. The Polar Bears have to answer quick, and they have to do it within 26 seconds.
Yeah, 26 seconds left. Ain't a whole lot of time. 4-3. Your Ocelots are up. And here we go. Straight off kick. Sugar versus Guns Jesus. Guns Jesus wins the 50 out toward the right-hand side. Atol pushes it back deep into the corner. Ryan Awesome goes for the demo. Gangster's going to have to try to make a touch here. Sugar gets a 50. Back into the corner. Finger Jesus got to go full court in 15 seconds. He's able to do. Wallaby Gangster's got to make a touch right here. Gets a dangerous touch out toward the middle. Ryan Awesome can't quite make the touch. It's going to be down in the corner. They're going to go all the way. 4 seconds. Atol's going to try to kill time. Demo coming in. Wallaby Gangster can't make the touch. Ocelots are your minor champions. They win the series 4-2.